morning, everybody. We certainly have a lot to be thankful for here in Southwest. The day and the weather is the first off, but I'm Jeff Griffiths with City Partners, and I am, on behalf of the East Street Development Group, incredibly happy to welcome all of you to our ribbon-cutting ceremony of 400 East Street Southwest. Before we get into, thank you, yes indeed. I do want everyone here just to take a look around of all the amazing people that are here with us. And I would start with the bid workers. We have a brand new bid in Southwest, and they are your ambassadors today. So take time to meet them. They are out cleaning streets, making sure that great projects are starting to get done. They're also today protecting you from any traffic, so if anyone's out in the road, you're not going to get hit. So we absolutely thank them. I know Steve Moore is here. He's the executive director, the new executive director. The bid is amazing. I could talk for a long time on that. That's not why we're here, but I do have to tell you that it is the newest and the second largest bid in the District of Columbia. 24 million square feet of commercial office, 851 acres. We've got 35 projects going on in Southwest. 5 hotels. This is one of them. We have 3 churches, 2 libraries. We've got a 6,000 person rock and roll hall happening. We've got 13 or more residential projects, and we have 1 brand new fire station. Cheers. So with us today are a lot of very important people. Among them are you. The mayor is with us, Mayor Bowser. We're welcoming her this morning. Also, Deputy Chief Dean and Councilmember Allen. I'm going to ask each of these folks up in a minute after I go through a few. I'm terribly sorry. I deal with so many deputy chiefs, but Chief Dean is here, of course. Forgive me. I also want to, are there any other council members here I didn't see as I was walking through, or ANC members? If I could just show. Cheers. Good morning. A very good morning to you. And there was an ANC in back, was that right? Marjorie Lightwood. Excellent. Thank you very much for being here. We absolutely appreciated your support over the long journey of us getting here. Also with us today is the Senior Vice President from Hyatt, Julian Smith. I'm going to have her up a little bit later on. I do want to say a big thank you for the Deputy Mayor of Economic Development, Kenner, and his staff. Joe Lappin is with us. Soros has been really riding this thing, and I think Anna Shapiro was going to make it. I haven't seen her, but we welcome her also and thank her for all her great work. This project was designed by WDG Architects. The fire station was designed by our own local Jane Nelson of Nelson Architects. I hope you take a moment to meet her as you walk through. We are going to invite everybody into the fire station. We've got a little reception. I'm glad it's not cold, so we can hang out here for a quick minute. But then feel free to walk around. We are also welcoming everyone to the hotel. You can walk down to the corner to the left, come right in the front door up to the 3rd floor. I will possibly remind you of that later at the end. I also want to thank Barry Haberman, who is our transactional attorney, and also MJ Tyler, who is our construction administrator. They really helped us through building this, and of course, Clark Construction that built it all. Let me take a quick minute to introduce East Street Development Group. That is the development partnership. I, Jeff Griffiths with City Partners. We have Claire Block from DC Strategy Group. We have my partner Michael Giewers of Potomac Investment Properties. We have Ben Soto of Paramount Development. And we have Adams Investment Group with Marty and John. They are all here. They are also your hosts and your guests. I hope you will take time to meet them and walk through. We're very excited about being here today. And we're very excited about putting this into service. Some of you were with us, maybe all of you were possibly with us when we broke ground on this site. And if you were, you know that this was a contaminated site that was used as a surface parking lot for decades. We are here today and we are thankful to be able to celebrate this incredible mixed-use project. It is a state-of-the-art fire station for Engine Company 13, a retail shop on the corner. It's headquarters for the nonprofit Kid Power, and it's a 214-room Hyatt Place hotel. Every aspect of our development has been carefully crafted to serve this community and strengthen this city. Engine Company 13's new home is a state-of-the-art fire station, fire poles, you'll take a look at them, I hope, officers' quarters, a fitness room, heated floors, and I think these are the most expensive red doors in the entire region. We're very excited for them to move in, which will happen within the next couple of weeks as they get all their equipment and all their testing done. We have, as I mentioned, included the headquarters for Kid Power, nonprofit. They are an amazing group that operates after-school arts, mentoring, and job training programs for kids in DCPS schools. And their headquarters is on the 4th floor. The window's just above us. Our Hyatt Place Hotel not only boosts some incredible acoustical engineering, but it also boasts an awful lot of luxury suites that I hope you all will stay in and take time to look at today. We have meeting rooms that have beautiful views of the city. We have a rooftop bar and restaurant that will be open when the weather comes in spring, and we welcome you all there. It's a great place to watch the fireworks. We're very excited to bring this construction to completion and, frankly, to start operations. In addition to providing quality service to all of you and your guests that you will send here to the hotel, I want to introduce Stacy Smith, who is our general manager of Hyatt Place. Stacy. I want to mention her because she's already become a very positive force in this community. Sure, she's running a huge business here for us, but she's also set up an apprenticeship program that works with folks that are undertrained or not trained in where they want to go. She is doing on-the-job training right here in this Hyatt. From there, people may get hired here, or they may be able to go to other hotels and hospitalities. It's the first of its kind in the district, and we're very proud that Stacy is doing that here. We have created a true mixed development, one that reflects the strong character of this city. It has civic purpose, it's community use, and frankly, it's an economic generator and job creator. Mayor Bowser has been very supportive of this project when on the council and as mayor. We think it is an exciting model for a public-private partnership, one that fits well with the bold vision that Mayor Bauer has presented to the district with her plan to deliver world-class services and in her actions in creating pathways to real jobs. I would love to have Mayor Bowser up here. Everyone would please give her a round of applause.
How are you?
Good morning.
Councilmember, how are you? Well, good morning, everybody. I am really happy to be here this morning to help to open this wonderful new fire station so that the men and women of our emergency service have the best of the best to deliver the best of the best to the residents of the District of Columbia. Let's hear it for Fire and Emergency Management Services. I join Jeff and his partners at East Street Development in being very happy that this project has come along and we're opening it today. It is true that I think I've been voting on it for a long time to happen, to turn vacant and dilapidated and contaminated parcel into jobs, into emergency services, and into the amenities that the residents of Ward 6 want. I know Charles Allen agrees that is a win-win for this neighborhood and for all the residents of the District of Columbia. I want to acknowledge and thank your council member who has been around this project for a long time as well. First in the council office when Tommy Wells represented you, and now, as I like to call the old new council member from Ward 6. You made a very good choice in picking Charles to represent you. He has worked hand in hand with our administration, not only in making sure that public safety and emergency services are being delivered, but that development projects are enhancing the neighborhoods, that transportation planning is keeping up with what we need, and that we can really move a progressive citywide agenda. So join me in thanking Charles Allen, the Ward 6 council member. So Jeff has told you about this project, and I think that this is the first new fire station in DC in I don't know how many years. 20 years, and we broke ground on another new fire station for Engine 22 that's going to deliver next year. DGS is now renovating a fire station at Fort Totten. It's at 24. So in the next 2 years, well, really in the next year, we're going to have 3 new fire station facilities to better serve the residents of the District of Columbia. And that's so important to the work that we're going to do. Now, we know it's important to have great buildings, but it's even better to have well-trained people, right, Chief? And we were so grateful that Chief Gregory Dean, we were able to recruit him to lead our FEMS department, which has so many great people that need leadership. They need the right training. They need the right vehicles. They need the right priority of how they deliver services. And we have the right leader in Chief Gregory Dean to do exactly that. So, Chief Dean, I want to thank you for all that you're doing. I want to thank you for your partnership with the Firefighters Union, who's represented here by Ed Smith. We appreciate you. And I especially want to thank the members of the community, our ANC commissioners. I know our Frida Judd is here, and I noticed some other commissioners. Let's hear it for the commissioners of Ward 6. So Jeff got it exactly right. We are a government, get this, that spends $15 billion every single year. And we need to invest every single dollar of that in things that change neighborhoods. But we also, when we spend that money, we want to leverage it, not just for a new building, but we want to leverage those resources about how we support great nonprofits like Kid Power and how we turn this investment into jobs for DC residents. So I love what Hyatt Place is doing. Thank you for thinking about your company's social impact when you build hotel rooms. We need hotel rooms and we need good paying jobs. So let's please acknowledge again Hyatt Place for what they're doing. So Ward 6, our whole team is focused on public safety, from our deputy mayor to our fire chief to certainly me, but we're also focused on how we can convert these investments into pathways so that more and more Washingtonians can achieve the prosperity that we are experiencing in so many parts of Washington, D.C. So our team, I've been very grateful to be your mayor for the last 10 months, where we have made real strides in attracting great team members, but also investing in closing gaps across Washington so more and more people can experience what so many of us do. Great amenities, safe neighborhoods, safe and affordable housing. And that's really what we're celebrating here today. Closing gaps, creating more concrete pathways to the middle class, and making sure that we continue to deliver first-class services for the residents of the District of Columbia. So it's my pleasure now to acknowledge our partner in this on the council, Charles Allen.
Thank you very much, Ms. Mayor. It's a real pleasure to be here with everybody today. I'll say, when I first came onto the council as the council member in January, one of the first things that the mayor and her whole team did is sit down to talk about the numerous projects taking place across Ward 6, and this was one that was right at the top of their list because they wanted to make sure they knew exactly what was happening, what were the next steps, what were the deadlines to be met, and we did have to continue to move legislation at council too. So I want to make sure we give another big acknowledgement to the leadership from the mayor and her team to keep this project going. Thank you. I'm also going to let you know a little secret. So back when I was working with Councilmember Tommy Wells, this wasn't actually Ward 6. This was Ward 2. And when we were talking about the project, a lot of people kind of forgot that. And so they came in, they talked to Councilmember Wells and myself, and we kind of, after the end of the meeting, looked at each other and said, I think they think this is in Ward 6. And I said, well, don't tell them any different. And then when redistricting came around, we took care of that. And this is now officially Ward 6, so I appreciate that. This project means so much, I think, for a couple of big reasons, but I'm going to highlight two of them. One is these big red doors that you see in front of you. If you haven't noticed, Southwest is going through a bit of construction and development. And what the Southwest neighborhood is going to need is a state-of-the-art fire capacity for fire and EMS to be able to have this fantastic space, to be able to help serve our residents, serve across Southwest for the thousands of new residents, the hundreds and thousands of new jobs, tens of thousands of visitors that will be coming down to the wharf. We need to make sure our city is ready and prepared, and that's part of what this helps deliver for all of us. So this is a huge piece of making sure that we as a city can take care of our residents. So let's give Fire and EMS a big round of applause. I've also heard from a few that it might actually be a little bit too clean inside, and so they're looking forward to getting a little grime around the corners there. And the second piece, and Stacy's already been acknowledged, I want to do it again. This is actually the second Hyatt place that Stacy and I have been able to get to know each other on. When she came in here, one of the biggest things was not only to make sure she had a quality, fantastic business operating, but really, how does she help connect to the other side of the freeway to the Southwest neighborhood? And she has done, with her team, a phenomenal job of helping connect Southwest residents and our neighbors to the jobs and the opportunity that Hyatt Place creates. So Stacy, thank you again. This means a lot. And I appreciate Commissioner Judd being here, Commissioner Lightman here as well, kind of the continuity of this project over time, because there have been a lot of hands that have helped make this. So I really appreciate everybody being here, help celebrate, and I'm looking forward to helping cut the ribbon. So thank you, Jeff, to your whole team, congratulations, and I'll turn it back over to you, but thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilmember Allen. Thank you, Mayor. One thing I've learned is that good development comes from good listening, and in order to be a good listener, you got to have good sources for that, and we had excellent sources in FEMS. I want to just thank Deputy Chief Faust, also retired Deputy Chief Jordan, who worked all the way through, frankly, for a couple years in designing this and making sure that what we were proposing was actually going to be exactly what was needed, not for today, but into the future, so that they can grow with this station. Finishing it out with us is Deputy Chief Mack, which we're very excited about. So with that, I want to say, Chief Dean, thank you very much for allowing such great quality staff to work with us in order to create this new home for Engine Company 13. And I'd love it if you'd come up and say a few words.
Well, thank you very much, Jeff. On behalf Mayor Bowser, Councilmember Allen, Mr. Geddes, on behalf of the men and women of the DC Fire and Emergency Medical Services, we thank you for letting us be a part of this public-private enterprise. I had an opportunity to walk through the station. It's a beautiful station, and not only is it a beautiful station, but it's going to allow these men and women to be able to do their job a lot safer. The ability to clean their gear, to keep it away from them, to make themselves safe. So we're excited to be a part of this. We're also excited about the other 30 stations we'll be looking at as we move into the future. So it's a great opportunity for us to celebrate today and to look into the future. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief. Put your marker down, why don't you?
Thank you, Chief. And after all, we're here to cut a ribbon, right?
Yes.
So this morning what I want to do, and it's a bit of a logistical piece, so be patient, but I want to present first of all the ceremonial scissors to the mayor, after which we're going to pull a red ribbon out. We're going to cut that red ribbon, and then you all are welcome to come into the fire station for a reception. And as I said, and I did remember, you're welcome to come up to the third floor of the hotel also for a reception there so you can see what we've done. But with that, Mayor Bowser, we are so incredibly pleased and proud of you, and we would like to give you the ceremonial scissors, and I'll even unsnap it for you. So you can take those out. And while she is admiring those,
You're beautiful.
I'm going to ask that the development team members come up and take their scissors. I'm going to ask Hyatt to join us, David Morris, Councilmember Allen. Your scissors are here. I'll bring yours. And we are going to move the podium. We're going to pull out the red ribbon. And the mayor mentioned to me that, it's an important part to figure out how you put all these together, and financing is always a tough one. And I could bore everyone with my stories of what it took to get this done, but we were able to. And the reason why David Morris is coming up here to cut ribbon with us, he is the co-owner of the DC Regional Center. And it is the regional center that provided financing for us with EB5 funding. That EB5 funding is coming right into here. It is important for our city. It is important for the mayor, as we know, as she's just returned from China and has talked to great investors that are going to do this across the city. With that, they are removing this podium from me.
On the count of three, we're going to say engine 13. 1, 2, 3. Engine 13!
Please, everybody come in.
Arms and brakes. Now you gotta remember.
Your arms.
Everybody here. 1, 2, 3. Cheers.